Well, hello, and a very happy Saturday morning to all of my cruisers out there. I am excited for the podcast, the Controversy Cast, to be back. It is the my number one show that um, is the most fluctuating. Let's say I did have thoughts of canceling this, but you want to know what? There are so many out there that love this Saturday podcast, love waking up with me. I know it's my smaller knit group of cruisers, and I love that. So I owe it to you guys. We are going to talk about cruising today. I have two topics that we're going to talk about, and I have a lovely mug that I need to share here with you guys. So before I do that, let's see who's come on into the podcast. I know it's already a chatty podcast. Mitch is in here. Hello, good morning, Mitch. He says, "Is it time yet?" Almost. It is time now. Dusty is here. Hello, Dusty. Good morning to you, buddy. Jimmy the Astute Tourist is here. Hello, good morning, Jimmy. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Eddie Lugo Studios is in here too as well. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome in. Ohio Travels with Chris is here. Hello, Chris. Good to see you. Another one of the podcast lovers. Always text me if the podcast isn't on or if I forget to put up the thumbnail. So thank you guys very much. Greg and Michelle, Cruise Life TV, are here. Hello, guys. Welcome in. Also, podcast lovers always get that text from Greg. Is there a podcast this week? I let him know yesterday when we got off, and that was the thing. When you say one thing, you kind of have to do it. So I said the podcast would be here, and I thought, who would I be to cancel it and say yesterday that the podcast would be here? So here I am. Whatever floats your boat, Angie is here. Good to see you. Happy Saturday to you. Let's see. Danny D, my manager, is here. The spectacular supporter, moderator of the year. Bone Tired Travelers is here. Denise, good to see you. Happy Saturday. The birthday girl is here. Still celebrating her birthday month. Miss Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. Good to see you. Happy Saturday to you and Jeremy. Anthony on the Move is in here. On the Move. Good to see you. Always on the move. Always on the move. Anthony, when is your next cruise, my friend? I feel like you and I haven't cruised in a really long time, which is true. Miss my Saturday morning start of the weekend. Well, thank you very much, Greg. I definitely know you are one that likes to wake up to this podcast. I mean, I love it too. Don't get me wrong. When the news is there, I love it. This podcast all started, right? And this is all transparency. This podcast started, okay, as a way to introduce myself into the cruise and travel world. Okay. This was a weekly thing. And it actually wasn't on Saturdays, to tell you the truth. This was actually what turned from what I called the rush hour podcast. So I was going to do a podcast like 4 o'clock or something, so you can drive home and listen to cruise news or whatever. And that eventually turned into the Controversy Cast. And then I was actually going to squash this whole thing. I was going to squash the whole thing when the birth of the Conscious Cruiser, which is the other podcast that I do with Elisa from Elisa's Adventures in Cruising and Chet from Sea Leg Journeys, Chet and Robin from Sea Leg Journeys. I was going to squash this podcast. And the guys were like, no. I put up a poll and it was like 95-5. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not canceling the podcast, but where are we going to put it? Right, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I didn't know where to put it. And here it lies, Saturday morning. So instead of rush hour, it's now a wake up podcast on a Saturday morning. Carnival Cruise Addicts is here. Hello, CCA. Great to see you. Thank you very much, Dusty. I am just glad to have won that category, especially with Elisa and Chat. We put a lot of work into that podcast. Not that I don't put work into this podcast or every show that I do, but that one, because it's a collaboration and you guys know how seriously I take collaborations, that one, I'm glad that one won. So I love this podcast. Don't get me wrong. I love it, but this is just me chatting with you guys, which nothing wrong. Me chatting with you guys, and it's grown. right? It used to be like 7 or 8 of you. Now there's 20, 30 of you sometimes. So it's crazy. But again, this podcast isn't about the numbers. It's not about the watch time. It's not about any of that, right? It's just about being here together on a Saturday morning for a half an hour. I know sometimes it goes longer. This one's going to be a half an hour, but it's just me up here with you for a half an hour. The award winning. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Yeah, I know. Danny D did miss last night, but she was busy. I know. The cruisathon was going on last night, so Danny, here, there, everywhere. She had to be everywhere, you know. Chet is here. Hello, Chet. Welcome in. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Just talking about our podcast, my friend. Tanya is here. Hello, Tanya, from Event Yours of Spirits. Good to see you. I am excited to get our sips with Scott, shots with Scott, drinks with Scott, or whatever we're calling it with Scott. I am excited. Scott will be there. Speaking in the third person. Present. Driving and listening, perfect. That's what we want you to do. Drive, listen, podcast. It's perfect. And blanket hellos. Shay is here. Hello, Shay. Shay's Adventures. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Orange Cone Vlog also joins in on the podcast. What's up, beaches? What's up, Rossi? Eddie is back. Says, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Deb S. The Pug Mama Quilter is here. Good to see you, Deb. Hope you're having a good weekend. Watching Connor Croft, who is following this snowstorm all the way. Yes, everybody that is going to be affected by this snowstorm, stay safe. If you do not have to leave your house, don't leave your house. Fight for all the eggs and the toilet paper that you need, but then bunker up and stay safe, please. We need all of you. Mandy Smith is here. Hello, Mandy. Good Saturday to you. Hope you're having a good weekend. Let's see. Law Jones is here. Hello, Law. The Danny Day Dizzler. That's right. All right. Okay. Cruise Life TV. Michelle on her personal side is here. Good morning. Listening while doing my Saturday morning chores. Well, thanks for taking me in your pocket with you, Michelle. Just don't drop me in the toilet. Okay. In case you go to the bathroom and, flips out of your pocket. I've done that once or twice. So, all right. All the way down to the bottom of the chat. I'm not going to hold this mug any longer. And yes, I do have a very special mug shots. So let's do this. Yeah. And if you are a creator or even not a creator and just want your mug and your channel featured right here, this is the spot to do it. Email me, controversialcruising@gmail.com, or on any social, message me and we'll get you here. This one is not a creator mug, but it is from a creator that you guys know and love. I collaborate with. I've actually won 2 awards with. That's right. It is Mr. Warmstrong Adventures. His last trip to Greece, he thought about me. And even though I haven't been to Greece, you can see it. I'm going to do this not over. Okay, it says, I love Greece. So this was a really cool pickup, a really cool mug. Thank you, Mr. Bill. And for those watching on YouTube, well, I don't put this anywhere else. Of course, you guys are watching on YouTube. Okay, Mr. Bill. Oh, no, there he is. In case you don't know what, oh, now it looks like Bill has arms. Oh, sorry. If you don't know what Mr. Warmstrong looks like, that is him. He is my Cruise Talk Live buddy. On Wednesday, we do a show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Another Cruise Talk Live. It's one topic in cruising, a trending topic or a topic that, would grind your gears and we can talk about. Him and I have been doing that for 3 years now. Just crazy. And yeah. Warmstrong, that's your feature. I know I featured your other mug. Wait, I don't know if I have a Warmstrong mug actually, but this is your feature, Mr. Bill. So thank you for thinking of me when you went to Greece. The coffee is good. The mug is good. I was a little afraid that the little gold in there might blow up in my microwave, but it didn't. So we're good. And yeah, thank you, Mr. Bill. And if you want your mug on Mug Shots, again, get in touch with me. And cheers, guys. That's where we do our cheers. Saturday morning cheers to all my cruisers out there that love coming in and talking cruising. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Bill. And cheers to Greece. Cheers to you. All right. Let's get down to the bottom and then let's get into some greasy topics. They're not really greasy. I don't know why I said that. Let's see. They are saying this weather could last 3 days to a week. Oh my Lord. Yeah, not in Arizona. Sorry. Ooh, Tuesday is my Rare Syndrome Awareness Day. Danny, make sure to post that on the Facebook group and post it on my wall and post it, because we will definitely share it. We have to appreciate the syndrome awareness and support you for all the supporting that you do for us. So, love that cup, right? It's so Grecian. So Grecian of Bill. There's Scotty J Travels giving us a whoop whoop. I try to keep it, I give the energy, but I try to keep it, a little lower, not shout in anybody's ear. I know it's a Saturday. Some people are listening. I don't want to say, oh God, why did he just scream in my ear? Try to be, Keisha is here, says, please, I like the stream, everyone. Thank you very much, Keisha. Appreciate that. Pizza is here. Pete and Lisa, Cruise Life. Good to see you guys over on the other side of the pond. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday to you. No, no, I just needed a little nuke. No, not microwave coffee. It's fresh coffee, Denise, but it just needed a little nuke. I was researching topics. Let's see here. Yes, afternoon. It's probably Sunday afternoon over there. So Sunday afternoon. Thank you very much, Greg. I appreciate you. Become a member of the most entertaining, award-winning person on YouTube by clicking the link. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. You are amazing. What? A microwave? I know. I should have just put it in the air fryer, right, Jimmy? I don't know. Where's Kenny? Steven is here. Hello. Good morning, Steven. Happy Saturday to you. The real Robert Rockwell is here. Hello, Robert. Hope you're having a good weekend. And Carnival Cruise Addicts getting in the action. Get all your Scott merch here. Yes, that is the merch hub. You can get your controversial cruising merch. You can get your match game merch. You can get your conscious cruiser merch. You can get your Cruise Talk Live merch. And if you do go to that store, you can actually buy an item with that right on it there. I think it is a koozie. It's a koozie. You can get your own. Oh no, Mr. Bill koozie. And there's going to be more. I am recording a video. There's going to be a calendar coming for the match game too, and I'm going to show you guys how to make that. And if you guys are curious about Fourth Wall 2, that video is going to kind of show you how to get started. Requested by Mitch, requested by Greg, requested by a few of you wanting to know a little bit more about Fourth Wall and how that works and all that. Let's see. -2. Keep it, Jimmy. I'm sorry. Take it and shove it back up. Keep it. We're good here in Arizona. I don't know. We're not doing the news, but it's not 2. It's way more than 2. Let's see. Okay. All the way down to the bottom of the chat. Let's talk first. I only have 2 topics today, but that's okay. Let's talk about the first new Bohemian cruise port. Okay, this is final. This is actually happening. Okay, so it is not Nassau. Okay, and it's not Freeport. And no, it's not off of Nassau where it's like a little island, like right by Nassau. And it's like, it's not Nassau, but it's like mini Nassau. No, it's not. Okay. So about 350 miles south of Nassau lies a beautiful hidden gem. Okay. Sparsely populated, called Mayaguana. No puns or plays. Stop it. I know all of you already thought about it. And I thought about it as I was typing it. Mayaguana. Okay. Together. Mayaguana. Okay. Now, Mayaguana retains its Arawak name, the Mayaguana, from its inhabitants. Okay. From its sparsely populated inhabitants. Okay. And with this, it's one of the, if not the, okay, the least developed island of all of the Bohemian Islands. Okay. And that in itself will just make it feel like the perfect place, okay, to get away, right? We go to Nassau, and okay, if you want to say Nassau is nice, Nassau is nice, okay, but you get off and it feels like a really big city, right? You get off and all the things are there, all the shopping, and it's just like all up in your face. Everybody's in your face, right? You get out the streets, it's all crowded. This is not going to be like that. Okay, this is going to be like that oasis, that getaway, right? Already the population there is super low. I didn't pull the population, but it's really, really low. Okay, and this again, it's really going to have that cozy kind of Caribbean comfort feel, right? Rather than that big Nassau cloggy feel. I feel very clogged. That's a good word. Very clogged in Nassau. Okay. Now, this port, okay, will also, the other great thing about this port, it will also create 2,000 new jobs, okay, over its projected lifetime, for all of the people there in the Bahamas, okay, that are going to work or either fly over there or move over there, whatever it may be, okay, which is another great thing for the Bohemian economy, okay. So it's going to come in 3 phases. They're going to do this in 3 different phases to end up building this entire new port, okay. And there's going to be 2 ports. That's why it's coming in 3 different phases, okay. And I'll get down to the bottom of the chat and I'll talk about the phases, but they're going to have a final date as when they're starting at later in the year. And this is going to take quite a while. Okay. This isn't going to be like, hey, it popped up. Here it is. No, that's not how it happens. But the bill was proposed. It was signed. Boom. And they are going forth with it. And yeah, now we have something, I think, in my opinion, I'm dropping my opinion, to look forward to when going to the Caribbean. Because right now, I don't really have too much to look forward to in the Caribbean. Okay. I'm more of like looking at the ships so I can stay on the ship, like World America, or not World Asia, but World America, or one of those bigger ships, right? Where if it's going to Cozumel or if it's going to, Nassau, I don't feel like I have to get off the ship because I've been there so many times, right? So I can stay on the ship. That's kind of where I'm cruising now as far as the Caribbean goes. So this in itself gives me something else to look forward to, like, oh, there is another Caribbean port out there that I don't have to get on a really tiny vessel or fly all the way over to another part of the country to end up in another part of the country, which is great. I love all the little tiny international cruises. But again, for someone just wanting to get away real quick, this is kind of what I'm looking for my next cruise, a really quick getaway. This is kind of, it gives me something to look forward to. Like, yes, I want to go to Mayaguana. No puns. Stop it. I want to go to Mayaguana. Okay. I'm excited. This little beach oasis getaway. And honestly, if you've ever heard Bill from Armstrong Adventures talk, him and I are pretty much the same import. Okay. Just give me something really nice to look at. Give me a cocktail, put on some music, and leave me there. That's all you got to do. That's it. Okay. And maybe on the way back to the port, put a place where I can get some good artisan coffee. Okay. That's it. That's all I ask. That's it. Okay. I'm not hard to please. Okay. Let's see here. Let me get down to the bottom of the chat. Then we're going to talk about the 3 phases because I think it's kind of interesting. Cloggy. Yes, that's right. Let's see. Oh my Lord. Yeesh. We have no, not iguanas. My iguana. And honestly, I was going to show you guys a picture, but it just looks like a beach oasis. So I'm like, what's the difference? It's just a nice, really nice scenic beach with not a lot of people. Obviously, they're going to build bars and things, and but they said it's not going to be over bars. It's not going to be like bar, restaurant bar. There's a few of them. That's it. Let's see. Hello, glitter bombs. Welcome in. Happy Saturday to you. Galveston. Galveston. Governor Rick is here from Galveston. He said made it to Galveston this morning. Sorry, driving moderately. The drive home this morning. The drive home this evening will be fun. Will you be safe, Mr. Texas Cruiser? Please be safe. But glad you made it to Galveston. The ABCs, yes, I've been to the ABCs, I think once, and there was one of them that got cut off. I forget exactly one. Yeah, I would get off if I went to the ABC Islands for sure, 110%, because I haven't been there a lot. All right. But again, am I looking forward to it? I don't know. If I just so happen to be on a cruise like the ABCs and you group cruise, 100%, I would absolutely get off on the ABC Island. But am I actually looking for the ABC Islands right now? No, I'm actually looking more forward to Mayaguana, to be honest with you, and not just because I'm doing the podcast, because that's my type of place. Bill, if you're out there, it's our port. They listen to us finally on Cruise Talk Live. Mayaguana, the port of Bill and Scott. Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that?
Oh no!
Okay. Maybe it's not the port of Bill and Scott, but still, I'm excited. The ABCs, I know you guys are trying to get me to go on that cruise. It's not out of the question. It's really not. So keep doing the little tush push. Keep pushing, and maybe. I know. Chet, every time he sees me, ABCs. Oh, I heard you're going to the ABCs cruise. You booked the ABCs cruise every time. So keep doing it. Go ahead, keep doing it. I love it. I really do. That is what my bestie calls me, squirrely. I know. And then Jimmy said it, and then I said it yesterday when you came into the match game, and now I can't get it on my head, so now I'm just going to call you Squirrely. But it sounds like swirly, right? Like, like you ever got bullied back in high school and they stick your head in the toilet bowl and gave you a swirly? It's not swirly, it's squirrely, okay? Just get that. Okay. It is for all cruise lines or exclusive to one. That they haven't come out with yet, but the 3 phases, Mandy, makes me think it's going to be all of them. And of course, once one hops in, right? This is what the cruise industry is now. One hops in, another one follows suit. They see if it's going to fail. It's like, ooh, let's not do that. Or it's like, wow, Carnival's making a lot of money. Let's do Bubba in a different way and then call it this, right? Look at the new, look at the new Margaritaville ship. I know, getting on a tangent, but look at the Margaritaville ship, right? The new one, the Beachcomber, has a speakeasy. Where have you seen speakeasies? On YouTube and on other lines, MSC, Royal, right? So they're just, everyone's copying each other. Okay, not to get too far down a tangent. So let me talk about the 3 phases before I get down to the bottom. The 3 phases. Okay, the first one will be a temporary marine offloading center facility. So they have to take all the marine life that is under this island that they're going to build on, okay, and put it somewhere so they can re-put it in the ocean and have it be safe, okay? So I know all of the Earth people out there. I know I kind of cringe too. I am a big marine person, and I know when you take infrastructures like that, they're never the same. You can try to put them back. You can put it with their moms. You can put all the fish together. It's just not the same. Okay, that it was meant to be there for a reason. And sometimes, in my opinion, you don't mess with things. But hey, there's only so much land to go around, right? So, okay, the first one, the temporary offloading center for all the marine life, okay, and a deep water port. So they have to go down and put these deep water ports all the way down. Okay, so the infrastructure can be built. That's the first phase. The second phase will actually include the infrastructure and a port for smaller cruise ships. They didn't name exactly how small. How small is it? But the smaller cruise ports. Okay, that whole infrastructure, which is actually large, believe it or not, it's not small, right? Cruise ports, even if they're doing smaller cruise ships, are not small. Okay, you got to think about the parking that has to go there. You got to think about the roadways. You got to think of so many other things than just, hey, let's just pop a cruise port. This isn't like The Sims, right? Or this isn't like the cruise simulator game that Ascalon plays, right? He doesn't really play cruise simulator, but okay, this isn't like that. Like boop, pop, it's here. No, that it doesn't happen like that. A lot of things that have to go into that, right? And you have to build ways for people to get to the cruise port, which is another thing in itself. Okay. And the third phase, and Mandy, this is why I talked about it right now. The third phase is going to be for larger cruise ships. Another whole port. They're building it second after the third phase. Sorry, I said that weird. But in the third phase, they're building a port for just larger cruise ships. So that makes me think it's not just exclusive to one cruise line. It's going to be for all of them that want to pay for it, right? Because the cruise lines are going to have to pay to go there. It's not going to be free. Like, hey, we just found this hidden gem. Just come and stay for free. No, there's going to be taxes and port taxes and fees. It might not be hiked up like Mexico is doing or Hawaii is doing, but there'll be some port taxes and fees for sure. So I think it's kind of cool, minus them having to rip up all of the, I say that in a really bad way, but that's kind of what they have to do. Rip up all the marine life and relocate it temporarily so they can put it back permanently. I don't know. That's the only thing that kind of gets me. So let's see. Lee is here. Hello, Lee. Welcome in. Good to see you. Travel is here. Hello, Travel. Good morning. Bohemian Cruise Lines Bonanza keeps their fuel costs low and gives people a cookie cutter experience. I am your host, Mr. Rock. Welcome to the Truman Show. Oh, here we go. Getting a little tush push from Denise. She gives me a tush push every once in a while. Let's see here. Nassau is a pretty large town. I think people are still fixated on old terminal. New terminal is not congested. No, it's not congested. And maybe clogged was the bad word. It's just very large. It's a large town. There's a lot of people there. And I'm not saying that I don't like Nassau, right? If I'm in the mood, I'll get off in Nassau, right? But this new Mayaguana, it really makes me interested that I can just get off. And it's almost like, what's the one that you can rent the golf carts and just drive around? Virgin has the beach club there. Bimini. It's like Bimini, but even more remote. Like less people even live in Mayaguana than Bimini. So I'm like, hey, I loved Bimini. People are like, I hated Bimini. I wasn't much to do. Hey, give me a golf cart. Give me a view. Let me hop around at a few bars that look like a hole in the wall. The sign is like hanging down halfway. It was a sausage from last night. Okay, sign's hanging down halfway, and it's like open at 11. You don't even know if they're open. That's the bar that I want. That's the one right there. Okay, let me sit there all day for the $2 buckets of beers. I'll sit there all day. Okay, let me know. I'll watch port time and ship time. And there we go. Okay. Yes, I got to watch on both hands. Under the island, does this thing float? I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to see. So I'm excited for it. I am probably, whenever it comes out, 2028, whatever, 2029, whenever we're allowed to cruise there, I'm probably gonna book a cruise solely just to go there. So maybe a 4-day getaway, 5-day getaway. They're talking about maybe just going there and then coming back, being the only port. I don't know. Rumors. Anyway. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Wasn't too much to that one, but I really kind of wanted to report on it today. All right. Next topic and our last topic, which had surfaced about 2 weeks ago, but the new port in Tampa that is being proposed. It's not finalized and it's not actually happening. It's just in the talks with the beards and the hired people above. Okay. This new port in Tampa is going to host much larger cruise ships than the ones that can go under that bridge now. I forget. It's Skyview, Skyway, Sky, whatever in Tampa. Okay. So they're proposing much bigger. I think it's Rattlesnake Key. Okay. That they're trying to build this massive, again, they have to rip up marine life and do all this other stuff. Okay. But okay, here's where the culture and the people come in. Okay, the people of Tampa said, no, stop it. The reefs are meant to be here. You're ripping up beautiful stuff. You already got cruise ports. We don't care if you can bring your massive ass cruise ships in here. Bring the ones that can come in here. That's it. Okay. And like in a week, there's like over 6,000, 7,000 signatures on this petition. Don't know if it's going to move mountains, but it made it to the news. Okay. This key petition, okay, to keep this cruise port from being started or built. Okay. They want the cancellation of it. They want to go against all the beards, and they're saying no. Okay. 328 acres and a 3 to 5 year timeline. 3 to 5 years to build this new cruise port. Okay. And it will host all the world ships, all the Excel class, all the double world, all the double bubble, every ship, the spaceships, everything. Okay. This thing is going to be humongous. Okay. And again, it's going to damage the ecosystems that are there. Okay. They're going to have to rip up marine life temporarily, put it somewhere, and then put it back permanently. Okay. You like how I say that. Okay. But I don't know. My real question to you guys as cruisers, okay, go down deep in your heart. I want you to go deep in your heart, and I want you to think, and not just think with your cruise sausage. Okay, stop just thinking with your cruise sausage. Okay, I want you to think with your heart here. Okay, as a cruiser and the future of our cruising and the sustainability and us 2033, my favorite year, 2033, are we still going to be talking about cruising if things like this happen? These massive, large infrastructures that ruin ecosystems and marine life. Okay, are you going to sign the petition? That's basically what I'm asking. Okay, I got the petition right here. Okay, are you signing it? Okay, one, if you're signing it and you say no, get that out of Tampa. You got enough. Be happy with what you got. Sail with what you can sail with. Look at our beautiful bridge and go, and then come back and then fly back home. Okay, so one, I don't want it. Or two, yes, the bigger the cruise port, the more fun, the more money, the cruise industries can blossom, and so can we. Give us the biggest you can give. We'll give you triple squeakies, okay, if you can get your ship in here. How about that one? Okay, so one or two. Are you signing the petition or are you not? I have the petition, an online petition right here. I really don't. I have the online petition right here. Okay. Let's see. Wait, this isn't Royal Caribbean's little peninsula private club near. No. This is not that. This is something completely different. In the next couple years, well, soon you're going to start to see. Obviously, they're going to start to tease it, but it is final. And My Iguana is it's going to be a new cruise port within the next 3 years. A smaller cruise port to start, and then they're going to, of course, build that third terminal for larger cruise. Everybody's doing it, I guess. More to see is here. Hello, More to See. Welcome in. I was watching your video this morning. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. I mean, Law, at this rate, right? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. What else can they? How much bigger can they get? Like it's almost getting obnoxious. Like I think the limit should be. I'm calling timeout. the limit should be like World America. Like I was good with World America. I don't need anything bigger. I'm fine. Like we don't need anything else. I'm already swinging off the side of the ship, 20 decks up. What else do I need? I don't need anything else. You get the little tinglies, guys. Get the little tinglies under your, you know what I'm saying? When you go, go on a roller coaster, go, girls, you might get it too. I don't know. I'm not a girl, so I don't know if you get the tinglies. But Carnival wanting to up their image to the unghetto. Yeah, 110%. I mean, they're really stepping it up too. Another story I was going to report on there, maybe next week I'll do, but they're taking one of their ships to North Africa. On a 10-day one of those where you got to fly to like Rome and then it ends in Barcelona or something like that. So yeah. That's a good question, right? And I was like, I'm kind of stuck in between, but I am definitely more towards signing the petition because it's gonna mess up a lot of things that a lot of people don't realize, right? It's not just about the the Rattlesnake Key, right? And it's just not about the waterways, right? Like I said, they got to build bridges, they got to build parking garages, they got to build, oh my God, they're going to build restaurants, they're going to build bars, and it's good, right? It's not just like plop a cruise port. It doesn't happen like that. No matter how small or how big. I'm sorry, it just does not happen like that. And people were like, yeah, well, it would be nice. Oh, yeah, well, a lot of things would be nice. It would be nice if the $10 scratcher that I bought yesterday, I won a jackpot and I could send it to Mr. Scratch and Pete and be like, oh my God, I finally won a jackpot. But it didn't happen. Okay. So I don't know. Sometimes you just, isn't Disney building a destination floating island off the coast of Australia? Ooh, I don't know. That one I'm gonna have to start and look up myself. That's a good question. I prefer to see the place we're going and not so much a fan of the cruise line own beach. Got to support the locals. Yeah, and that's kind of what this is going to be. It's not going to be owned by anybody. It's going to be like a Bimini. You get off and you do what you want to do, without it being too clogged. Definitely prefer to support the locals. I do too. 100%. Chris says agree. There we go. Dee Dee says no. Definitely no. 100%. If it would truly damage the reefs, yes, it would definitely damage the reefs. The marine life, again, they're going to relocate temporarily. Keep saying it like this, temporarily, to put it back somewhere else permanently. Okay. And yes, I know they put a lot of care into it, but it's not. It's like taking a cat from one home to the next. Okay, there's an acclimation period there. Like it's just never the same. You're just never the same. Okay, when you have to reroute, right? Yes, I think it's the Carnival. It was the one Carnival Sunshine. Yes, it was Carnival Sunshine in 2027, 2028 is going to North Africa, Morocco, North Africa, and like there's 6 or 7 different ports, but doesn't leave from the US. I think it leaves from Barcelona or somewhere like that, and then it ends in Rome, which is pretty cool. Honestly, I kind of thought about it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to put my international big boy pants on yet. So we'll see. Alaska and Hawaii was kind of as an internet. I'm going to retract that statement because BFE, there is only so much you can do on a cruise. Why not make some newer, smaller ships with newer features, right? And that is also kind of what the cruise industry is kind of battling, right? The bigger ships versus the smaller ships. And the response by a lot of the cruise industries has been like, here's your smaller ship, but it's 37 years old and it hardly floats. I don't want to go on the Paradise. Well, here is the Paradise's sister, the Paradise. Like, no, I don't want that either. No. Like, build newer, smaller ships. No, we can't do that. We're only building massive ass behemoth ships. But you can have the 27-year-old Carnival. Blah, 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 blah. Either the elevators don't work and it smells like shit. That's all you got. So yes, I agree. I agree. The more luxury lines are building, I forget exactly the Discovery class, but I think that's like Explorer. So you're talking about 8 or 9 grand. But the luxury brands are more focusing on that because they know that's where the trend is going towards, right? Where the mainstream cruising, okay, they're worried just about the dollars and not worried so much about where the actual trends are going. So this is interesting. This is interesting. But again, the smaller ships, the smaller, newer ships, right? On your request BFE, it's going to cost. You're not getting on there for $1 grand or $2 grand. You're paying 11, 12 grand, right? But you're going to get to go to Tahiti, or you're going to get to go to Antarctica or Zimbabwe or some crazy shit like that, right? So, I agree. Smaller ships. I really agree. But smaller, newer ships. I don't want to go on the Paradise. I don't want to go on the Elation. I don't want to go on the Margaritaville at Sea Paradise. Actually, maybe I do because they just revamped it. But you're just putting a Band-Aid over old shit is really what you're doing, right? Even if you dry dock it, you can dry dock it 17 different times. It's still the Paradise. I'm sorry. It's still the The bigger ships are a destination in themselves. Yeah, and that's what I did on the World America. I didn't get off until the 5th day or whatever day we got off at not Coco K. Sorry, Ocean K. Okay, that was the first time I got off the ship. The other 4 days, I let the boys get off. I didn't even give a shit in the world. I was like, I'm vlogging the whole ship. I'm doing this. I'm eating Greek food. I took myself to the Greek restaurant one of those days. It was great. It was really good. Yeah, and honestly, I think a lot of people are preferring the smaller ships, but they are saying the same thing. There are a few people out there like Chris and Liz that love the old, antiquated, older ships, Paradise, Elation, give it to them all day, Dream, and they're happy. And hey, everybody cruises differently, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. But there is also a little upper echelon of people, right, that want newer, smaller ships. Like they want the Carnival Captain Controversy. That's what they want, right? The smaller ship with so much to do that you're just rocking and shaking the chi-chis all night long, right? But it has to be new. I don't want to revamp the Royal Caribbean, what's that smaller one in Tampa? The little Expedition of the Sea or Expediter of the Sea. I don't want it. No. Less people, and it feels like a cruise atmosphere. Well, that's what my iguana is going to feel like. And that was why I wanted to report on my iguana, because the smaller cruise ports like that, even though they're building a large cruise port in the last leg of that, but still, for the beginning of it, it's going to be a smaller cruise port, just like a newer, smaller ship. But it's new. That's why I'm so excited. It's not like, here's a new port in Nassau, 12 miles from Nassau. Like, no. This is 350 miles away, so you ain't even got to worry about it. Let's see. Imagine a new Dream class ship with a lot of right, and that is where there is an upper echelon of people that want the smaller ships, but they want smaller, newer ships, and that is what they're saying. So, honestly, tell you the truth, what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to have to hop on the luxury lines, go on the smaller ships, show the internet, like, oh my God, look what we got for 12 grand. I didn't have to pay for a drink. I didn't get nickel and dime. This was great. I mean, my chair was pulled out. I mean, when I had a booger, they blew my nose for me. Like, we should try that. Like, oh my Lord. Okay. And then the mainstream cruise lines would be like, okay, like the bookings on the big ships are good, but we need a little bit more cash. And they're like, well, you should build newer, smaller ships. Like, huh? Like Silversea and Explorer? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. So they should have done it now, right? I don't know. I'm not a cruise expert. Maybe I am. I'm no cruise expert, but who knows? We love them. We love them all. We love them all. Excuse me, big or small. Just put us on a ship and we'll be happy. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. We went on the Elation last year. We are going on the Celebration this year. It will be our largest ship ever. How large is it? We're going to see how we like it. I know, that's right. You guys are going to test drive the Celebration before you come on the Unhinged cruise. So you guys have to let us know how it is. I know Chris and Liz have been on a bunch of times. I've been on her sister, the Jubilee, down in Texas. So I'm just excited for the cruise because there's like 160 of you crazy people that are going on the Unhinged cruise, which started out as hey, we should just cruise together with, Chris, Liz, myself, Greg, and Michelle. And now there's 160 of you that want to make a thing of it. So we're up and over, believe me. The SS Captain Controversy, there he is. I was like, where did Law go? Thank you very much, Law. That is what I'm talking about. The SS Captain Controversy. The Mariner of the Sea is a little wider and longer, would be perfect, right? Their layouts are my favorite. Yeah, I definitely agree. Let's see. Spirit is one of also my favorite class ships, and the Cam Fams too. I really do like the Spirit class, but I want a new Spirit class. Right? I don't want to go on the Spirit. I don't want to go on the Miracle. Okay, I've been on them. I love them. Don't worry. And I can probably just go. I know it looks like my eyes are open, but I could probably go closed eyes, right, and just walk around the ship and tell you exactly where I am. But you want to know what? I want a new Spirit class. I like it. Keep the layout, keep everything, but just give me new shit. Give me a new ship. Give me new ship. Chris, did I do good? Chris from Cardinal Cruise Addict, give me new ship, right? Let's see. With more outlets. Yes, Chris. Thank you. Good job. With more outlets. Give me more power. Give me the power. Dan, big fam for a big ship. The Jubilee didn't feel that big. Walked fairly easy. Yeah. When I went on to as well, I really enjoyed the Jubilee. So I think the celebration hosting our group cruise, I think it's going to be wonderful. All right, let's see here. Love the Spirit class. Yeah, I think it is my favorite class, and I think honestly, if they were to catch on earlier, I know that it's going to take them a few years now to watch the luxury brands, but if they were to start to build a smaller Spirit class and really, hone in on it on both, I really think it would be widely successful for the experienced cruisers. I think the real experienced cruisers that have been here for a while, 2000s, early 2000s in cruising, I really think that new class, I don't know, whatever you call it, would really hit home. But again, they're not going to pour tons of money into it until they know it works. Like the big ships right now. It's working right now, right? I know we're complaining about it a little bit, but it's working right now for the cruise company because they're being booked, right? Whether they're lowering the prices, giving you promos, giving you free Wi-Fi, giving you the third child free, giving you your second flight free, whatever they got to do, they're semi sort of filling up the ships. Greg, did you feel like Cheers theme song was constantly playing Where You Want to Go? Where everybody knows your name, right? Oh my God, yes. Meet and I are here. Hello, Meet and I. Welcome in. Peace to the chat. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday. I just want a mid-sized ship that doesn't rock like a small ship. Yeah, right? Exactly. That's like the dream or the miracle. Now my coffee is cold. But even better, it was like we stepped back in time, the way cruising used to be, right? Exactly. Give me a new ship with the way cruising used to be, 100%. Let's see. Hey, CCA, your trophy is on the way. Hashtag that rhymes. It does. You like how I said that to me tonight? Hey, CCA, your trophy is on the way. Hashtag that rhymes. I sailed on the Glory, the Valor, the Liberty, and MSC Magnifica. Oh, that's a ship I want to try, MSC Magnifica. Give me a new ship, right? Question: Why does Carnival not let the drink packages be complimentary? You and every other cruiser wants to know that, Steven. Believe me, I wish they would just. I just pour the beer from tap right out. I'd pour the beer right off the tap, just like that. Gift from Randy. Thanks, Randy. Let's see. I would like to experience something bigger, like Carnival Celebration and the Unhinged Cruise. There's my tush push to you, Jimmy. I know you can't go, but there's my tush push. Never done any cruises. Well, you stick around us enough, Shirley, squirrely. Okay, you get a little curious. That's what happens, and then you're like, okay, well, maybe, and then you just toe dip. It's okay. We love the toe dippers, right? Kelly from I Bring It Every Day, toe dipper. I'm gonna get her on a cruise. I'm getting her on a cruise soon. Don't worry. It's happening, right? The girls are us. Oh, there's the girls. The girls are us. Free is what I like. Hey, girls, welcome in. Get the girls on a cruise ship. I know you guys are curious, and if you like cruising or if you don't like cruising, we welcome you all, right? The curious cruisers, the experienced cruisers, the new cruisers, we welcome them all. I welcome them all. It's my channel. Welcome them all. Yeah, hubby sailed on an old time ship back in the 80s. Yeah, my first cruise ship was 1990. 1990, right? I'm 80. Yeah, I was 2 years old. 1990. Crazy. Because they make bank on the booze sales. That's right. Bank on the booze sales. Alcohol sales determines if they make or lose money on the cruise and the casino. Yes, alcohol and the casino, which is usually why it goes hand in hand. So let's see here. Rick says, I can't wait until the Icon arrives in Galveston in August of 2027. Ooh, wow. That one's going to be a good one. My first ship was Song of America in 1988. I think the first ship that I was on was the SS Seabreeze from the Dolphin line, which is SS Dolphin, the SS Dolphin line. And it was a Hanna-Barbera cruise. It was a Cartoon Network cruise. They were all dressed up in Cartoon Networks. I apparently cried my head off, so I was so scared of everybody. That's what my mom tells me. But yeah, that was my first ship. And now she is sunk somewhere in the middle of the Pacific. Probably a reef by now. That sausage was so big. How big was it? Okay, cool. I am all the way down to the bottom. I have somehow or another made it to 51 minutes, 20 minutes over. So, whoops. Have to end the podcast and bid a farewell. I love waking up and hanging out with you guys on Saturday morning. I think the next person that may be on, I tried to get there, Mitch. Will be Mitch in just about 10 minutes or so. I think he's having a premiere. I saw it was like 9:04. He does the weird times like me. I love it. So, Mitch, you want to put your link, or Danny, if you want to put the link there, we can all hop over to Mitch. You can take a little wee break. I gotta refill my coffee, reheat my coffee, and then we can all watch Mitch. But I do want to thank you guys for coming into the Controversy Cast number, whatever it is, and talking with me for a half an hour, 52 minutes about cruising, about all topics in the cruising world, my smaller knit group of cruisers. I love you. Lawson. Oh, does it have to end? I know. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I know. I don't know when the podcast will be back, but I know you guys will be here whenever it will be back. And I do appreciate you. I love being here on a Saturday whenever I can. There it is. Danny threw that up there. Thank you very much. We can go raid Mitch, and I hope you all do something today that makes you smile. Okay. Go out. It's the weekend. It's the freaking weekend. Go out, do something that makes yourself smile, and have a great Saturday. All right, my cruisers. Cheers to you guys. Thank you very much for making this podcast amazing and giving me something to look forward to on a Saturday morning. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend. Bye.